Davante's mother is about to call. She agreed to come on to have a conversation about what happened with Davante, which is really nice of her. And with the last video, she said that there was a couple of things that were incorrect. The last video we did with Davante, I was talking to Angela, so I got a lot of the information from the news articles, and Angela had been talking with Marquita. Marquita is Davante's aunt, which would be Alicia's sister. So Alicia's the mother. Just to give you guys a little context, she's supposed to be calling here now. It was a little unexpected because I reached out to her and I wasn't expecting her to be like, yeah, she's available right now. I was like, oh, wow. Usually sometimes people are like, oh, at this time or this day. But she was ready to talk now. So I was like, I kind of dropped everything I was doing. I wanted to review my notes a little bit. And I took down and jotted down some more notes. I just copy and pasted from the article. So there's a couple of things I can ask her. Hello?
Hello, this is Miss Harvey.
Miss Harvey, how you doing? Thank you so much for calling in and reaching out to me before. So I wanted to talk to you about Davante. I know when you reached out to me, you told me that there were some things that were incorrect. And so it's best to have you come on here and we can talk about it. Because I wanted to talk to you about the timeline first, but a little bit before that, can you tell me a little bit about Davante and what he was like? Maybe a little bit of his hobbies, his personality, maybe his music.
Well, I didn't know too much about the music. I know he was ordering things around the house for the music, but the main things he was doing were tattoos.
Okay.
Because he's done some of my tattoos.
Oh.
And, he would have people over doing tattoos. He worked a full-time job before the store closed down. They sold the store. The store didn't close due to COVID. They sold the store.
Okay.
And different people bought the store. So the store is now reopened, but somebody else has bought it. It's not the same store as the store he worked in. And he also worked there. He started out, regular floor person, cashier, whatever have you, till he worked his way up to manager.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw multiple articles. They were saying that in February, the particular chain closed under the weight of COVID.
Yeah, they closed. No, it wasn't. They sold the store.
Okay.
To different other people.
Okay, gotcha. And that's what. Then he didn't have a job after that. All right.
Well, he was getting unemployment. He still was doing tattoos, and I guess things that he wanted to do. He wasn't without a way to eat or anywhere not to live or something like that.
Right.
He still had his vehicle, and I was like, okay. I thought nothing of it. I didn't think he was going to just leave and not tell us anything.
So let me ask you about the timeline. I want to read you this article, and this is what I read in multiple places, and you can tell me if it's right or wrong. It says the 28-year-old resident of Washington, D.C. told his family members on Monday, July 20th, that he was going to see his buddy, believed to be Kanye West, whom it should be noted he never met. This was the last time any of them saw or heard from him. Then it says he was reported missing on Wednesday, July 22nd. And then 5 days later, on a Monday, July 27, Richardson's dark-colored Jeep Compass was found nearly 2,000 miles away on a dirt road, 6 to 8 miles as the crow flies from Greybull.
Okay, he made the video on his dad's birthday, which is July 23rd.
He made a video?
I have somebody,
He made a video?
Yeah, he had made a video, said, happy birthday, Dad, and some other little things, and he said, I'm going to see my friend Kanye or something. I never saw the video till my cousin showed it to me. I didn't know the video was out till one of my cousins or somebody found it. But that video was made on July 23rd on his dad's birthday because I spoke to him on the 22nd because there was a really bad thunderstorm in D.C. and he wasn't home. And I had texted him, and I was like, "You coming in?" And he was like, "I'm all right." And the power went out, and he texted me back like at 3:00 in the morning when the power came back on. He was like, "Everything good?" I said, "Yeah, the power back on." And that's the last time I heard from him.
That was July 23rd.
I heard from him in July. Well, you might as well say the 23rd because the 22nd that night it was a really bad storm here in D.C.
And then the power went out, and like at 3 a.m, you got the message from him.
I got the message. Then I texted him that day, or the 23rd, and I was like, "You okay?" He said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm going." He said, I said, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm going to see Kanye." And I'm like, "Who the hell is that?" And I said it just like that. "Who the hell is that?" Because I really didn't, that wasn't on my mind like that. And I was like, "Huh?" He didn't say Kanye, but he said Kanye. I said, and left it like that. So he never texted back or anything after that. And my sister said that he was one of his friends or something in Missouri. They were talking the whole time or something, or texting back and forth, and he lost contact with them. He told him to, when you get where you going, to contact me, and he never did.
So this thing saying that you guys reported him missing on July 22nd, that wouldn't be correct then, right? Or did you guys?
No, we reported him missing on the following week from the 23rd, which I think was the 26th or the 27th, because he wasn't responding to any text. He wasn't responding to any phone calls or anything. So my sister is the one who actually called the police. The police came out. They searched the house and everything. He had his driver's license. He didn't take no clothes, any clothes, no personal items, no nothing.
Wow.
He took his tattoo things because I was the last person he tattooed, and the thing that he tattooed me with is still sitting where he left it.
So what thing is that? It's like a tool or something? It's like a...
Not a tool. It's like the thing you put on to draw the tattoo.
Oh.
That's still, but his equipment is not in the house.
Okay.
All his personal things are still in the house. Everything, clothing, toothbrush, where the police got the toothbrush for DNA. But everything like that. And I'm like, if somebody goes somewhere, you would think they would, take their things with them. But he didn't take any Social Security card. He didn't take no birth certificate. I'm like, that's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here. Wow. So, the detectives back and forth calling, and, they get in contact with the sheriffs up there in Wyoming. I don't know how that encounter went because I didn't talk to anyone up there.
Right.
I think my sister spoke to him and his dad and his uncles.
Wow.
So I really don't know. It's just strange. My son has never, he's lived out of state. He's lived in Memphis. He's lived in Missouri. But it's not one time that he has never, ever not contacted me for anything. And this is the, mind-boggling thing here. He went on this trip, and nobody else has heard from him or seen him.
Right.
And in my mind, I don't know what happened up there, because I've never been to Wyoming.
Me either, yeah.
I've been to Missouri, but not to Wyoming. And I'm like, okay. And, even if he got close enough to meet with Kanye, the security is going to, overwhelm everything.
Right, right.
So, and I'm just praying that they didn't do anything to him if he got that close.
That's what I was wondering.
I know I've been researching, and like trespasses, they normally, call the sheriff or whatever, the police or whoever, and have the people locked up or whatever. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw somebody sent me a picture of like some of the gates out there, like people's property, and it just says like warning, trespassing. Like, I would assume that like what you're saying, if somebody's caught trespassing, they call the police, but who knows?
Yeah, because I've read a couple of, little things about people trespassing and what they do. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just pretty weird that I haven't heard from him in all that time. And if he was struggling with anything, as far as depression or anything, DC helps all their people.
Mm.
So it was no excuse for him to go to a whole nother state. If he was that out of it, he could have gotten help here.
Well, let me ask you this, because one of the articles said this, and it was a couple of them. It said Marquita described in great detail Davante's final days with his family. An ex-girlfriend would later describe Davante as being depressed from losing his job, but other
she may have.
Okay.
He may have been. Well, the girlfriend she wasn't around me a lot.
Okay.
So he, dealt with her. She came to the house a few times, but I work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I go to school, so I don't know. He may have been and didn't say anything, but and still in another breath, he could have gotten help.
Right. And for him and this is not something that he does, not in his character. He doesn't just drive thousands of miles away and just disappear.
No, I don't know who he contacted, before he left, and who gave him some bright idea to just up and leave without telling people, He's already lost a sister, but
right.
She died of natural causes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But see, she was out of state as well, but she was married. We had to have her brought back here to bury her 6 years ago. So I don't know exactly what he was going through. We talked a lot, so for this to happen, this is pretty bizarre to me.
Have there been any updates from police since he's gone missing?
Nobody has updated me on anything.
Wow.
My sister has spoken to, I think, one of the detectives. I don't know, what kind of conversations they're having with Wyoming, because when I read the thing that Wyoming put out, that they were letting Metropolitan Police here, be the lead, and they would follow suit or whatever they, asked of them. They have claimed to have done searches and things like that. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't been there. I don't know. And it's pretty bizarre. And at this point, in my mind as a parent, I'm trying to think the best, but for right now, as long as he's been gone, I'm thinking the worst.
Wow. Oh my God. And
because he could have gotten a phone they got his phones and they got his laptop from the vehicle, but if he needed to contact someone, he could have, with no contact, that leads me to believe something foul has happened.
And his phones are off. The police took the phones and the laptop, and
yeah, they have the phones, the laptop, and the vehicle, and I don't know.
And did they get his tattoo stuff, the tattoo equipment that he left with? Do you know if they have that? Or?
I don't know if they have that or not. I know it's not in the house. And like I said, my mom and dad saw him leave, and they saw him leave with a little bag. It wasn't nothing big where you would pack a bunch of clothes or anything. So we don't know.
Wow.
They were the last two to see him, and that was it. Because he would do little errands and things for them, while he wasn't working, but he was receiving unemployment benefits and things like that. So, and it's not like he couldn't get a job. He's very skilled. He's worked a lot of jobs here.
Right.
So,
I don't know. That equipment, the tattoo stuff, do you know when he purchased it? Was it a recent purchase or a long time ago? I guess
no, it's probably from a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing recently purchased. What he recently when he was home, what he purchased, I noticed he purchased the mics and things like that, and a little keyboard and stuff like that. And then I still have the boxes in the house from that. So
Wow. And the other thing too, I mean, because I just saw a lot of the comments. I don't want to be like disrespectful, but then I also heard supposedly something about a detective. Like, did he have any mental health? Could it have been a mental thing or like mental
We
health
don't
issues?
know.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, he could have gotten help here. He didn't express that, to us.
Right.
I mean, the only thing that I saw that he was taking, he had went to the doctor because he had a very bad stomach virus.
Mm-hmm.
And when the detectives came to the house, she said, "Oh yeah, I was taking these meds too because my stomach was messed up."
Mm.
She, noticed that he was taking some meds for his stomach virus, but he didn't have COVID or anything, as far as we know,
Right.
because he had access to go to the doctors and things like that. So I don't know. It's just pretty bizarre to me how it went down.
In the article, it stated too that he worked as an Uber driver. He then contracted COVID-19.
Yeah,
But you say
he did that too.
But he never got COVID-19.
But
to your knowledge.
I don't believe he got
Right.
COVID.
Okay.
No, I don't believe he got it. He did do Uber, like when he didn't, have a full-time job. He
Right.
would do that, supplement whatever, take care of things. But I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. There's one guy in particular that he talked to in Missouri. I don't know this fella. He went to college with him. They were pretty close as far as what the detectives could tell, as far as phone calls and things like that.
And that was supposedly the last person he spoke to. Is that same friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I see here too, it says the last communication record from Davante was a late night text message to a friend telling him his intent on starting a music career and going to see his friend. Marquita believed that was Kanye West.
So we don't know, and it's strange.
As far as the Talman, is it correct that like he grew up in Washington D.C. and then he relocated to
He
Missouri
did,
for a while?
and he left. I sent him with his dad at 13. His dad's military.
13. Oh.
And I felt like he needed that discipline
Right.
from his dad. So at 13, I called his dad and told him to come and get him.
Okay. He did some college too in Missouri, and then came back in 2020.
He graduated from school in Missouri, and he did a little bit of college. So,
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you so much, at least for coming on and to clear up some of that stuff, some of the details about him, because it is important to get that stuff right.
Right.
And I definitely, didn't mean any disrespect by covering the story. Somebody reached out,
fine.
and we just
And
wanted
like
to get
I said,
attention.
I don't know that young lady, and she did have a friend of hers from the Washington Post contact me. I did speak to him.
Okay.
And gave him a story.
Okay.
So
I wonder, have they made like any missing persons flyers or anything like that?
they have
they
all
have.
that out.
Okay.
And, they, I guess whoever the detective is that is working on it, they'll call the family and find out if there are any updates, or if they have anything updated, they'll let us know. But
Okay.
they haven't in a few months. My sister reached out to one. She's supposed to call her back. She's the one that's on the missing persons database.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who actually put him in. So.
Okay. All right, well, Mrs. Harvey, thank you so much for coming on and just clearing some of that up. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know. I know that there's some people out there right now, like using drones and that kind of stuff and kind of flying it around.
Right.
I mean, I was looking at the map. That area is so desolate. Like some of the areas, it's kind of just.
I was looking at it. I was like, oh my.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but thank you again. I appreciate it.
And you're welcome.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I don't know why I was a little anxious about that conversation. I don't know, when you're talking to family members, it's just kind of, makes it a lot more personal. But at least she came on to clear up some of that information. If you haven't seen the previous video, definitely go check it out. I know Angela's out there, or she was out there, and they were doing all this drone stuff. I might be able to get some of the video. I mean, that area is huge. I have no idea what could have happened to Davante. I mean, I have heard some things behind the scenes, but as far as information, but not to say anything for now. And I mean, I don't know. I hope somehow he gets found. Somebody will come across him somewhere. It's bizarre, you know. I feel like we've been having this happened in 2020, July 2020, but 2020. I feel like we've been having so many. I don't know if it's just because more people are now watching and are seeing these things go on, or it's just happening more. It feels like more and more people are just getting up and just disappearing. I wonder about that. Why stop contacting family and friends? He last texted his mother July 23rd, the early morning hours. Well, and then actually the friend was the last person. He spoke with his mother, spoke with the friend. She clarified the last time they heard from him. And the last time they reported him missing. It wasn't July 22nd. It was like the following week. 2,000 miles away. Imagine that. Like just your family member getting up, disappearing. You have no idea what happened. And 2,000 miles away, their car is found with their cell phones and the laptop inside. I'm gonna see. I'd like to actually see if I can get maybe Marquita on one time if she would like to come and talk. I don't know. You know, I know it's a sensitive matter for the family and stuff, but at least to try to get some attention on this story, because had it not been for James Terry reaching out and then him putting me in contact with Angela, I would have never heard of this story. All right, but I appreciate you guys, all the support. Hit the like and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. There's a lot of other things going on that I'm kind of working on, like the police report for Yesenia, and there's some other local stories that I wanted to cover in Florida, and just a bunch of things. But it's coming. Yeah, all right. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Peace.